want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them figures.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the stop.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Stafford on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Stafford 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the 50, it's Stafford. Pressure pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. But Nick Bosa, so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Forced out to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Madison. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Justin Herbert steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And the Rams first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And out of bounds right around the 20. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
First down.
First and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sanders toss left side. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. And
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Buying time to his left. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And McManus able to put it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, here's Herbert. Steps away to his left, and it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Rashad Penny. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Catch made here by Campbell. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Brings up second and 2.
Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's third down and 4 yards to go.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
It's gonna take it, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, one for the safe boy, till there's nothing left. I'm a twin to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now,
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Complete.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
The ball carrier.
Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if some... There got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, 54.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Manus lining up for the extra point.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Rams' 40-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now it's Stafford. His throw incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Ebron's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23. With that last pass, he just went ahead of Warren Moon on the all-time NFL career passing yards list.
And that's Hall of Famer Warren Moon. A significant accomplishment to be able to pass that number. Somewhere Warren is saying, but what if they added my Canada yardage, right? My time in the Canadian Football League, that's 21,000 more yards that could be added to Warren's total.
In the NFL, he had 49,325, and now you're looking at a man that is very close to 50,000. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Play action. Stafford. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Rams.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flushed out right. He'll run it.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
The ball carrier.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
6. And it's third down.
Try and run for it with Sanders. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Flush to his right, and incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway.
He's good.
And that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
22.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the deep. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert out to his left. He's going to take off with it and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Rams 29, Panthers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 20.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Left side here to Sanders. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score Rams.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The 43-yard line.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destination.
And they take a knee. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced.
Seattle Seahawks. Turnaround.